In today's video, we're going to answer the question, what is dementia? Have you ever wondered what it means when you hear somebody has dementia? Have you heard recently that a loved one has maybe been diagnosed with dementia, like a parent or a spouse? Or have you heard yourself the words, you have dementia? Today's question we're going to answer is, what is dementia? What does it mean when you find out somebody has dementia? For you guys who don't know me, my name is Lizette, and I specialize in keeping people with dementia at home. I'm on a mission to do so because my parents both have some measure of cognitive impairment. Now back to the question, what is dementia? Let me give you a quick backstory. My husband and I are from South Africa originally, and when you are in high school in South Africa, you're actually required to take a foreign language. Well, like most smart people, take Latin. I didn't. I took German. Now, why do I bring up that silly little story about my taking German and not Latin? Is because the word dementia actually comes from two Latin terms, dementis, which means out of one's mind. So the term dementia literally means out of one's mind. So what is the big fancy word for dementia? So dementia is considered what we call a neurocognitive disorder, which literally broken down means brain, neuro, cognitive, thinking processes disorder. What is a neurocognitive disorder? Well, neurocognitive disorders are divided up into three subgroups. The first one is considered to be delirium. So let's give this a shot. So neurocognitive disorders, the first one is called delirium. The second one is called mild neurocognitive disorder. And the third one is considered severe neurocognitive disorder. In another video, we're going to talk about what is delirium. We're not going to talk about delirium today. We're just going to talk about the difference between mild and severe neurocognitive disorders, or what is dementia. So delirium is going to be addressed in a separate video. Mild neurocognitive disorder has a different name as well. It can be called mild cognitive impairment, but just because it's called mild cognitive impairment does not mean that it is necessarily mild or that it doesn't significantly impact people's ability to function. Usually people who have a mild neurocognitive disorder are still able to function very well. They can live at home. They can still sometimes be working, but it is starting to become evident to people around them that they're having difficulty with their thinking processes. Now, a major neurocognitive disorder or a severe neurocognitive disorder is where we start to classify people as having some form of dementia. In order to be classified as a neurocognitive disorder, people typically have difficulties in two different areas of thinking. Things like difficulty planning, right? Inability to make decisions, trouble focusing or attention, inability to remember the names of items or the names of objects or the names of people. They start to struggle with their daily tasks, things like getting dressed, going to the bathroom, brushing their teeth, sequencing, those kinds of things. And sometimes they start to have behaviors that are not socially acceptable. So that is a definition of a major or severe neurocognitive disorder. Back to the term dementia. The word dementia is what we call an umbrella term. So I'm going to draw a big umbrella. Big umbrella. All right. So dementia is an umbrella term. So dementia is a classification of various different types of neurocognitive disorders. Underneath the term dementia, which we just discussed, you have different little buckets. And each one of those little buckets is a different type of dementia. So you would have, we'll just do it over here, Alzheimer's, right? You can have Lewy body. You can have vascular. You can have things like Huntington's. And Of these, there are 19 primary types of dementia. It always blows my mind. There are 19 primary types of dementia. Then underneath each of those, there are up to 100 subtypes. 100 subtypes of dementia. Why is that important? Because the more we're learning about dementia, the more we realize that each one of these different types of dementia need to be treated in a different way, which maybe, and this is just my own question, excuse me, which maybe explains why it is so difficult to find a monotherapy, something like a medication, to alleviate or take away all of the symptoms of dementia. So yet again, what is dementia? Dementia is a mild or a severe neurocognitive disorder. The word dementia means dementus, or out of one's mind. There are 19 primary types of dementia, things like Alzheimer's, Lewy body, vascular, Huntington's, and a variety of other. And then there are up to 100 subtypes of dementia. I know it seems extremely overwhelming and scary. And when you hear the words dementia used in conjunction with either yourself or a loved one, like a parent or a spouse, it is overwhelming. It is scary. It is very hard to wrap your mind around. It can put you in a state of fear, in a state of immobilization. If I don't think about it, maybe it's not there. I call this the Ostrich Syndrome, right? Stick your head in the sand and ignore it and it'll go away. Unfortunately, if a person has these changes starting to occur, unfortunately, with where we are right now, these things are manageable, but they're not necessarily all the way reversible. There are some schools of thought that say dementia is reversible. I think it can be slowed down. I think there's a lot that we can do, but for right now, unless a person's willing to go into one of these programs that actually work towards optimizing all your own biochemistry, etc., dementia is considered right now to be something that's going to continue to progress over time. So if you have found out that somebody you love has dementia, I invite you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I am on a journey with my own parents who have some form of cognitive loss. I am on a journey with my parents to keep them at home for their life, if at all possible. And I invite you along on this journey with me. If you are significantly struggling in your dementia journey right now, I invite you to reach out to me. All of the links are below in the video. You can reach me on Facebook. You can reach me on LinkedIn. There's a variety of different ways that you can reach me, and I would be happy to help you with your journey. And as I end all of my broadcasts, the Lord bless you and keep you, and I hope to see you in the next video.